another Doyle, boys. It's a beautiful, overcast Midwestern morning. It's early right now, dude. It's like 10 a.m. I mean, it feels earlier, though, because of the overcast, and it's freaking the lack of sun. I've been driving for a little bit now. I figured I would take you on this little adventure with me, dude, through the back roads of Wisconsin. Not sure if I'm in Wisconsin yet, actually, but it might still be Minnesota. Midwest, though. Dude, freaking, I should have said this in my previous car vlog, rant, whatever this is, but freaking, when I was talking about the election post-mortem, freaking people always say, like, my vote doesn't even count, or I feel like my vote doesn't even count, or whatever, but freaking, it's so cliche, but, like, the way that this election played out, my vote did not even get counted before. The election was basically over before they counted Minnesota or Wisconsin. We were like one of the last few big states, I think. I guess, I don't know. It seemed like the last few states, but they hadn't counted like California or whatever, but it didn't really matter. In the end, my vote kind of didn't matter. I don't regret voting or anything. I do have an old video from when I think it was like 2012. It was like the first time I would have been able to vote, and I was like, I'm not voting because I think it's cringe. Maybe I should react to that. This already causes me great pain to look at.
Hey YouTube, how's it going?
Talk about politics, young man.
I'm not voting this year just because I feel like I haven't been paying nearly enough attention to politics to have formulated an opinion on either of the candidates.
That's very responsible. How did he do that? That also sounds impossible to do. What the fuck?
Honestly, the only knowledge I have about either person has come from watching YouTube videos, and I don't feel like that's enough information to vote on.
I think that's also true again, but it was enough this time. Right, I guess that could have been worse. 6 out of 10. Could have lived out harder. It would probably be a hoot and a holler, mostly the hooting and hollering. I suppose both. Covered all my bases. Based and real for that. Oh, dude, it's so gloomy. I could just go to sleep in that cornfield right now. Luckily, I have this bang energy to stop me from doing so. That's some good creatine. And all the farmland is like empty and unused because it's about to be winter time and everything's dying. RIP to the homies and all. I am not ready for winter, dude. Ever again, TBH. Sometimes it just be too cold. Why you gotta get so cold? What have we here? Collapsed fruit stand. I feel at one with the corn. I'm like you! I'm dead! Oh, just kidding. This is a no passing zone. No dying allowed right here. Keep it over there, buddy. Alright, I don't know what I'm saying. Alright, that last clip was officially filmed in Minnesota, but now we are on Wisconsin land, dude. The sign is right behind us. Well, both of them. The blue sign, it said welcome to Wisconsin, and then the welcome to Wisconsin. Or thank you for visiting Minnesota. It might be reversible on both sides. I don't know, dude. I wonder what the heat index is looking like today. High chance of fire or nah? Nah, probably not. Maybe higher chance of snow, probably. Probably greater chance that I'm high or some shit. You wanna see it? I do my best brainstorming in Wisconsin, so I'm about to think up a big stink here.
Welcome to Wisconsin.
Oh, you guys just missed Michigan, dude. I just freaking passed through there, dude, and now we're back in Wisconsin, headed back to Minnesota, dude. I'm international? I'm literally in the nation. But around, further, within, through the nooks and crannies, the crevasses, I'm traveling. The sun is freaking out now, boys. It's more middle of the day time. Lunchtime. Yo, mama time, please don't hit me time. Anyways, I just wanted to catch the GPSA and then see you later. I turned 30 this year, some of you know, and I feel like I've been thinking about turning 30 my entire conscious life, and I always thought it would be over for me. That when that day finally came. Not really, but kind of. But the day has come and gone, and I've been thinking about it, you know? And now that it's here, it's definitely not as scary as when it was a little farther away. I feel like I definitely peaked at freaking out about turning 30 when I was like 27. I don't know why that is, but it just was really scary to me, and I was very anxious about it, but freaking now that it's here, it's just like, okay, well, it is what it is. I am dying. I suppose I've never been dying before, so this was a nice change of pace. Type B type shit. Type of shit I've been on, dude. It's all relative, I guess. It honestly feels a little freeing and nice to get to worry about different things now, like turning 40 and pushing 40 and becoming, you know, old and decrepit. But it is what it is. Nobody's young forever. The weird thing is that I still, like, feel like a young person, which I guess technically I am, but maybe that's cope depending on who you ask. I'm just kidding. I'm on the younger side of the spectrum, but it's only getting more mid. The way I've been thinking about it is like, sometimes I'll like think about an earlier time of my life, and then I'll get like a flashback. I'll like snap back and realize like, oh, that was a lot longer ago than I thought. It feels like my life is sort of like an accordion fold in my brain, and it's like I still remember everything, but it's more like compressed. And then when I single in on a certain memory, it's like, oh yeah, there's a lot more texture in there than I remember because I'm ancient. I don't know if that made any sense, but that's because I'm old. So you're gonna have to bear with me, little people. I mean, young people. Sorry, didn't mean to call you small, little guy. Little guy's in the camera. Beautiful day for a drive, dude. Very low chance of fire danger as well. Smokey the Bear told me on the sign. I saw him. Oh, a leaf fell in front of my car. It was its time to go, I suppose. I want to go home and play Minecraft and pet Loomis and tell my mom to get the fuck out of my room. Just kidding, she's not at my house, but if I went to her house, that's what I'd tell her. What other 30-year-old wisdom can I instow upon you at this valuable day of our Lord? I don't think our Lord had anything to do with this Wednesday, but maybe. I don't know, dude. Change is the only constant, and I'm grateful to still be doing this. Word vomit into your ears. Thanks for listening to my TED Talk. I feel like TED Talks are not what they once were. Is that the case, or is that a misconception on my part? I feel like TED Talks have died down in popularity, potentially to the point where we should stop referencing them so often as like the go-to long-winded speech. Podcasts and stuff are so much more common now. Just saying. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk about TED Talks that may or may not still go on. I'm sure they probably do. Who's Ted? Is he still around? And who's TEDx? Don't tell me, I don't care. I just don't think I've watched a TED Talk in 5 years plus. But maybe that's my own problem. Movies I've watched recently, I started watching the VHS series, which is right up my alley. I don't know why no one has ever like pressed that I watch these. The first one was kind of weird and cringe, but I like the aesthetic and stuff, and it's like a bunch of shorts. It's like a horror anthology. Have I talked about this? I am having deja vu, but not really. Anyway, yeah, the first one kind of sucks. It's a little outdated, but I also watched the most newest one, which is like the 8th or 9th or some shit, VHS Beyond, which is like a sci-fi one, and Justin Long directed one of the shorts. And if you've ever seen the movie Tusk, which is like its own fucked up thing that I'm not a fan of at all, and Kevin Smith, ooh, Kevin Smith, don't get me started on that hockey jersey clad fuck. Yeah, Justin Long directed a short in the VHS movie, and it was basically just a ripoff of Tusk, and they did like the same. It hit all the same points if you've seen that movie, and it's kind of just the same thing but shortened and with a pet store, which is the reason I say that's weird is because Justin Long was the guy in Tusk. He's like the main guy. I don't know. So it's kind of weird. I just like, did you have a vision that was not realized in that other movie due to Kevin Smith's hockey jersey being overbearing on the process? I could see that. Just tell me, Justin. Or is he just fully creatively bankrupt? Who's to say? I like Justin Long and some stuff, like Accepted, and, the movie where they open a college, and then also Jeepers Creepers, I think. Yeah, he's in that. And other stuff. He's in tons of stuff. I don't remember what other movies I've watched recently, which is probably not a good sign. I'm eating my own ass all day.